J members, welcome to J Connect. I am Marcia and I have a bar class prepared for you. So if you have a chair or you can hold on to the wall, that'll be awesome. We will go down on the floor at some point, so a mat or a towel is also great. And we'll finish with stretching. So let's go have some fun, get some physical exercise, and feel mentally, hopefully, a little bit better after our class. So we're just going to step away from our chair for now. We're going to open up our feet, our arms come up, warming up our core a little bit. We're just gently swaying from side to side. So you feel a nice stretch from your shoulder to your hip. Your hips should be immobile. Try not to push them out to one side. Just do a couple more. Should feel good. If this does not feel good for your shoulders, keep a little bend in the elbows. Last one, release the arms, bring them to your thighs, lengthen your back, push your hips away from the crown of your head, and then tuck your tailbone under around your back on the exhale. Inhale, we're lengthening. So we're doing a couple of cat-cow stretches, making sure that our backs are warmed up. Our belly engages. Make sure that you bring your navel to your spine. And hold the flat back. Bring your hands down to your shins. It can be right beneath our knees, whatever we need to do. To get into a flat back, I really want you to push your hips back. You should feel the stretch through the upper hamstrings into that low back. Lengthen just a little bit more. And then rolling all the way up. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders gently front and back, and then we reverse them twice, back and front. Good. Grab your chair. You're going to bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. You can see we're making a figure 4, flexing our right foot, which means our right toes are being brought up towards our shin. It just is a little bit gentler on the kneecap. And then really push your hips back. You should feel the opening up through the right side of your hip. If this is enough, not enough for you, your right hand can gently push that right inner thigh down. Good. Grab your right knee a little bit under. Bring your knee towards your chest. As you do that, gently tuck your tailbone under. You should feel a good stretch in that low back. Hold it here. Good. Now grab the ankle, drop your knee. Your knee and your thigh should be right next to each other. Bring your right heel up towards your glutes and bring your right hip to the front. Where do you feel the stretch? Hip flexor and upper quad. There we go. We release. Before we go into the other side, just roll through the balls of your feet, warming up the muscles on the bottom of our feet. We have a lot of them in there, so let's make sure they're warm. And then come up into a releve, up onto the balls of the feet. Holding, holding, gently bringing our heels down. Left ankle on top of the right knee. So you're opening up through the hip, flexing the left toes, and then gently push back. Just getting a little blood flow going. Getting warmed up here. Again, you can gently bring your left hand into that left thigh, whatever feels good. Bring your hand to the top of your left shin. Bring your left knee to your chest and tuck that tailbone under. This should feel like a nice low back stretch. Good. Lower your hand towards your ankles. Again, close up that space between the knee and the thigh. All you have to think about is pushing that left hip to the front. Feel that quad. And we release, coming up and down. Coming up on the balls of the feet and down. Working the calves and down. Now I want you to feel yourself getting lighter and lighter, fighting that gravity. Have the feeling in those, there's a string attached to the top of your head, coming up to the ceiling. And last one. And up and hold. Maybe you can find your balance, maybe not yet. That is okay. And we release. Good work. Alrighty. We are going to have our left hand on the bar, which means our right hand is going to be the working leg. The left leg is there for support. Your standing leg, again, pull up. Feel as though your knee is coming up towards your hips. We're coming into actually a parallel position. Arms should be steady, just below shoulder height. Bring, as though you want to bring your armpit down towards your feet, shoulder blades down. Back should be strong. All right, here we go. We're going to come up on releve, plie, heels down and straight. Again, up, plie, push down. Last one, up, plie, roll through the feet and down. Now hold, plie, and up, plie. Last one, and up, repeat. We come up, we bend, heels down and straight. Up. Remember the lightness, away from the floor. Third and final, down and up, stay and bend and up and bend. Again, last one and up, final third. Up, plie, press. Make sure you make contact into the floor with the heels, right here and up. Third one, down. We stay up, plie, and up. And last one, up, lower, lift, arms coming up to third. Let's see if we can balance. Shoulders gently down. Don't let those ankles roll out to the side. Push them to the center. Arms open up. And we release. Good. Little bit of a stretch in between. Two hands. I'm looking at my notes, just making sure I didn't forget anything. Let's come into a flat back here. Good. Bring your right hand on your hip, keeping your hips in line. Open up that right shoulder, the right side of the chest to the ceiling. We relax. Other side. Up. So keep that left hip pressed down with your left hand as you bring the left side of your chest up to the ceiling. Hands down, bend your knees, and then slowly rolling up. We're going to go to the other side. I'm going to turn my chair around. Hopefully everybody can see me okay. Yeah, I think that works. Alrighty, parallel. We go again. We bring it up, plie, heels down and straight. Second, and down and up. Belly tight, heels down. Now stay up, plie, and up. Straighten the knees and up. Last one, we bring it up and down. Go again. Releve, plie, heels down and straight. Good. Is your core tight? Are your shoulders down? Third one, down. We stay up and up, plie, up. Quads are up, nice and tight, and up. Final one, we bring it up and down and up. Releve, plie, press. Squeeze your glutes and down. We come up, plie, and release. Plie, down. Final one. We come up, plie, roll through the feet and down. I hope I'm not doing too many, but just keep going. And third, and down. Staying up for our last set. Up, plie, and up, plie, up, plie, straight and down. Good. We're going back to the other side. We are going to do the same thing in first position. We will stretch on the other side once we're done with both. Here we go. Now test yourself in your first position. None of us are naturally, most of us are not naturally turned out 180 degrees. So bring your toes a little bit towards the center. In your plie, you should see your knees, going in the direction of your toes. Here we go. Same thing. Lift, plie, and down, and up. A lift, plie, and down. Third one, coming up. Plie, and down. Stay up. Hop, plie. Now use the inner thighs to push your knees open to the side, and down, and up, and lower. Hop. So you feel, in order to keep the turnout, you're really going to have to work the glute muscles, keeping the inner thighs to the front. Stay up, hop, plie, open up the inner thighs, plie. Last one, and up, squeeze the glute, hop, plie, not easy, and down, hop, plie, press. You should be getting nice and warm. Warming up the legs, keep the core tight, hop, down, staying up, hop, plie, and up, and lower, hop, and lower, up, final set, we go up. I'm getting warm, hop, plie, squeeze, inner thighs to the front, down, heels, and up, plie, hop, and 3, and final 1. Shake out the legs. We're going to go straight to the other side. You should feel your inner thighs having engaged by now. Good. So remember those lats. Remember the shoulder blades. Here we go. Opening up to your ability. As you open up, rotate those inner thighs to the front. Up, down, and release, and up, and down. Third one, up, core tight. Stay up, on releve, plie, hop, plie, squeeze the glutes. Now even harder, second. Set, bring it up, and down, and heels. Third, now we stay up, use your shoulder blades down. 2, and 3. Come all the way down. Last set. Hop. Are you really growing into that upper body? Away from the floor? I hope so. It makes it easier for the legs to move. Stay up. Plie. Hand up. Plie. Up. Final 1. And down. Let's find our balance here. You can keep your arms in first, right in front of that rib cage, or you can gently bring it up. Remember the core, remember the back. Open and release. Good. Let's stretch one more time. Both hands, so push the hips back, feel the hamstrings. Left hand on the left hip. Now gently push that left hip down so you feel the rotation, upper torso. Other side. So that right hand is there for a reason. Press that right hip down. And release. Slowly roll up. Shake out the legs. Grab some water if you need to. I actually do. And I can cheat a little bit. Look at my notes. There we go. We're going to go into a little hip opener. Into a passe. Left hand, so that right leg is working. We're coming from a first. We're kind of turning our hips in. Knees are parallel. And then opening it up to passe. Alrighty. Shoulder blades press down. Here we go. Turn it in. Turn it in. And passe. Do it again. Turn in and up. 2 more. Lift up out of that left leg. And last 1 up. Now knee to front. And turn out. And front. And turn it. See every once in a while if you can let go of that left hand and up. Now flex that foot. Point again. See if you can find your balance. So keep that right foot lifted. Lift, lift, lift. Good. Open up and we release. Good. Shake out the legs. Excellent. Right knee. Bring it to your chest. Bring it to the side. And release. Let's do it again. Opening it up. In, turn out, and in. We do this 4 times. We have 2 more. Last one. And hold. Turn in and out. In. Hop. 2 more. Open up. Squeeze the left glute. Hop and hold. Flex the foot. And point. Hold the balance. We go again. Turn in and lift. Make yourself tall. And up. Knee in. Turn it out. Last one. And up. Going front and open. Belly tight. Left glute. Up. Keep it open. Flex the foot. And point. And release. And hold. And hold. Good. Knee to chest. Open up. And release. Shake out those legs. Turn to the other side. So we have 2 stretches in between. The second and the third set we're doing without stretching or holding. Here we go. Pull up on the right side. We go down and up. Turn it in. 3. Use your breath. And 4. And hold. We turn in and open. Good. Open. Use the inner thigh to press the knee and out. Flex and point. Going for our first balance. Good. Grab that knee. Bring it to your chest. Give your hips a break. Your low back. Open it up. Knee towards your shoulder. Second and third, both in a row. Here we go. Left side is working. Hop. And lift. So in order to lift, it has to come from the upper thigh. And hold. Turn in. And open. In. And open. Hopefully your passe is on the inside of your knee. We go in. Hop. And in. Touch. Good. Lift. Squeeze the right glute and in. And out. Right touch with the right hand. Light touch. 2 and up. And flex. And point. Find your balance. Lift up on that right side. Good. Shake it out. Bring the knee to the chest. Open it up. And release. Shake out the legs. Hope everybody is doing okay. All right, we have a few more. We are going to work our upper body a little bit, our triceps. Let me turn this around with the left hand. I'm going to turn, you're going to turn slightly towards your chair. All right, you are going to bring your right leg back, your right arm overhead. Now, as you can see, my thumb is up towards the ceiling. A little bit safer for your shoulder. Your left leg is going to be crucial. I really want that deep plie, knee in the direction of your toe. So we go down, back to first. Do it again. Deep plie. And up. 2 more. Maybe that right bicep can come next to your ear. Now we're going to stay in that deep plie. Right leg stays back. Right arm lowers. Right palm is up. We're going to up. And 6. And 5. Give me 4. Keep the arm straight. And 2. Hold it up. Now, right leg. And lift. And 3. Deep plie. Can you balance left hand off, and 2, and 1. Back to the start. Here we go. Deep and up. So your right toe should be connected to the floor. Last one and up. Stay in your plie. Lower the arm. Bring it up behind you and lift. And 7. And 5. Feel the triceps. Left quad. Up. Keep the arm and lift and up. So your right leg is strong. It's really, really tight through the glute. And last one. One final. Here we go. And up. So now really bring that belly up. Remember the leg working behind us. Our lower back is going to have a tendency to arch. Keep that core tight. Hold it. Lower. Lift. Up. And 4 more. 4. And 3. Left leg is on fire. Right. Keep it up and lift. And 2. And 4. Give me 4. And 3. Oh, 2. And 1. Release. Shake it out. Your left leg should be pretty tight. Grab that left ankle. Let's stretch the quad. Bring that left side to the front. And re-release. Good. Before we go into the other side, I want your feet hip-width apart. I want your knees nice and bent. We're going to go back into the arm movement. You can see hinging from the hip. Lift. Belly is tight. Give me 4 and 2. Palms to the center. And 2, 3, and 4. Feel your upper arms. 3 and 2. And palms up for 8. Neck is long. And 4. Push your hips back. 3. Gaze is well in front of your toes. Palms together. And 2. And press. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up. Up. 3. Final 1. 4. In. And release. Good. Roll your shoulders up and back. Wiggle them around a little bit. We are going into the other side. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. What did we do? Oh, yes. We are going to turn a little bit towards our chair. Right? Sweeping the arm front and coming back. Belly tight. And up. Big bend in the right knee, in the quad. Let it work. And up. Staying back. Release. Left arm. Stay the bend. Keep the bend in the right knee. 4 and 3 and 2. Arm stays up. We lift the left leg. Turn it out. Turn it out. Heels to the center. 2. And last 1. We go again. Sweep. And down. As you sweep your arm overhead, I want the shoulder blades to stay down and up. Last 1. Up. And release the arm for the up. And 2. Core is tight. See if you can let go of the right hand. And last 1 and lift. Left glute on fire. And 3 and 4. Long through the spine. And final 1. We go. Sweep. And up. And sweep. So as we sweep, the crown and the toes and everything in between, one straight line. Here we go. Final 1. Hold. Release arms, palms up, and lift. 2. Palm is up. Elbow is fairly straight. And last 1 and hold. Lift the leg. And 2. Last 4, belly tight, and 2, and 1. All right, right leg on fire, right? So let's stretch it a little bit. Close up the thighs, close up the knees. Turn it to the front. Good. The size of your body, the outer hips, should be fairly tight. Let's stretch them a little bit as well. I am going to bring my right foot behind my left, pinky toe to pinky toe, and then walk your hands down. So you want to keep the low back support. You are going to keep your left knee soft, and you should feel the outside of that right hip stretching. Walk your hands up your legs. Keep your belly tight. Other side. Left behind right. Right knee stays soft. So it would be really hard in this position to just flop down with your hands to the floor. Not a healthy thing for your back. That's why I like to just roll up, walking my hands up and down my legs. All right, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. We're doing well on time. All right. We are going into what they call petit battements. Small little beats with the leg. We're going to come up on a releve. Left leg is long. That right foot is flexed. And I'm going to keep that upper thigh as stationary as I can. And then I go back, front. 3 and 4. Same thing, bend the right knee, and 1 and 2 and 3. Open up the right thigh. 4 more, 3 and 2. We go back to straight. Hop. Remember, lift up through the left side. And 4 and 3. Use your core, use your core. We are bending, keeping the left knee in line with my left toes. And 4 and 3. Open the right inner thigh. Last set. Come on. And 2. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Keep the coupe in the front. Bring your left heel down. Find your balance. Opening up. Opening up. Good. Release. Shaking it out. I have something else to add. We are doing fine. From the coupe, I am putting my right foot to the back. You don't need a chair. Maybe you do. I'm going to just face you so you can see what you're doing. Your right leg opens up, railroad track. Arms coming up, down in my lunge. Stay in your lunge. And then open up, twisting to the left. Now, arms up as you twist to the left, thumbs up to the ceiling. Here we go. Hop and open. Last one. And lower. Open arms up to the side. Can you come a little bit lower into your lunge? Make sure your left knee is over your left ankle. Good. Bring your right hand across. Twist. Left arm across your low back. A little more push. And we release. Hands on the left thigh. Exhale, stepping in. We're going into the other side. Alrighty. Hope everybody's doing okay. Enjoying this physically and emotionally, mentally. Here we go. Up. Coupe. Flex. And back. And back. 3 and 4. Fight the gravity. Pull up. And 7 and 8. Plie, hop. And 2. Little difficult with balance. 5 and 6. Core at work. Straighten knee. We go. Hop. And 2. Check your left thigh. The lower leg is at work. Last one. We go plie. That was the last one on a straight knee. This is only our second set. We have one more. Hop and Now really pull yourself off. This is our third set. This is the tough one. And 6 and 7. Go plie. Last one. Here we go. 2. Open up the right knee. Use the inner thighs. And 6 and 7 and 8. Coupe front. Come down. Open up. Squeeze the glutes. And we release. Good. Right foot in front. Left foot is back. Sorry guys, I want to make sure that I am actually, you can actually see what I'm doing. So the narrower my lunge, the more difficult my foundation, my balance, because my foundation is small. So make sure you step back in line with your hips. Here we go, arms up. We're twisting to the right. Thumbs are up. And keep that right hip to the front. Keep it in line. Here we go. 2 more. And up. Rotate through that upper torso. Good. Arms come to the side. The left arm crosses over. Now I'm using the back of my left hand to push into the outer thigh so I have more twist. We release, hand on the right thigh, exhale, stepping in, good. Pick your heels up a little bit. That always works. I am getting rid of my chair. I do want to do a little bit of core work. So we're going to come down on the mat. First let's do a plank. So if you are going to drink, don't overdo it, because your stomach will be sloshing away. All right, let's come into a plank. Always remember you can be on your knees. I would like to come onto my hands. Alrighty, so our hands shoulder width apart. Really open up the fingers. Spread them out. See if you can rotate the elbows and the biceps to the front. Engage your back. Press into the pad of your index finger and into the pad of your thumb, taking some of the friction out of our wrists. We are still holding. Now, with a tight belly, I'm going to just shift my weight forward. And then I'm coming back. It is a small move. You will feel that core working. Here we go. 2 more. And release. And last one. And down. Good. We're going to come down on all 4. This is a bear plank. What you are going to do is you are going to come on the balls of your feet. And then you are going to lift your knees up, bring them a little bit higher. Sometimes we do this in class and I'm only having you lift about 1 inch off the floor. I want you to come a little bit higher. The reason for that being is I want you to engage your quads. Believe me, they will be engaged here. So be careful that you don't shift your weight too far in front of your fingers, your wrists. Are we feeling it? I am feeling it. Draw up the belly. Keep breathing into that sternum. And we release. Good. Now come on all 4. See if you can turn your fingers to the back. I want you to stretch out your forearms, your wrists. Most of us have been sitting a little bit more than usual, maybe typing a little bit more. Turn it back, and then just push your hips to the back. They don't have to touch your heels. Bring your hands to the front. Bring your forehead down. Release. All right, everyone, we are going to do that again. We are going to come up, back into a plank. Remember how we shifted our weight. We are going to shift our weight coming into a mountain climber. So as I shift my weight, my right knee comes forward towards my right elbow. and then I shift back. Shift to the left knee, coming a little bit forward, and down. 2 more, right and left. Keep your hips down, and release. Last one, front and back. Knees down. Curl your toes, shake out your wrists a little bit if you have to. We're going to bring up those knees again, making it just a little bit harder. First, we're going to hold. So navel up to spine, breathe into the chest, into the sternum. Lift your right foot up. Feel that left quad, feel the core. Keep the breath going. Couple more breaths. Foot down, release, push the hips back, and lengthen. Excellent work, everyone. Those are tough. We're going to do one more. I do want to finish 3 sets. A couple of deep breaths. And we're going to come up. We're going into our mountain climber twist. If this is too hard for you and you prefer just to bring your knee towards your chest, it is completely fine. Do what you can. Here we go. We have 4 total. The last plank. You shift and twist. Here we go. Hup. Remember, your weight has to come forward right here. My elbows are soft. Last one. And plank and down. Remember, we have one more. Bear plank. Last one. Spread out the fingers. Curl the toes under. Lifting the knees. First, we're going to hold. So rely on the strength in your arms, right? We are narrowing our platform, lifting up that left leg. I don't want to shift my weight too far into that right hip. I want to keep the stabilization in my core, in my arms, in my shoulders. Foot down, knees down, pushing back. All right, sit there for a few breaths while I'll grab my towel. We're going to do the other side of our core. Remember not to just focus on our abs. Our core includes our back as well. There are a lot of parts actually to the core, but we're going to concentrate on the back right now. Alrighty. Actually, I am wrong. I'm going to do a little more ab work. On our back though. Sorry about that, getting your hopes up. Alrighty. We are coming into tabletop, so that means our legs are lifted, our upper body is lifted, and all we are going to do is press our palms into our thighs and our thighs into our palms. Amazing what this does, right? Keep it up, lift your shoulders a little bit higher, Hold, and release. Bring your knees to your chest, bring them back to tabletop. Keep the low back connected. All I'm going to do is just tap my toes very lightly to the floor. Now as you lower the legs, your low back is going to want to arch, right? So this is the time to draw that navel to the spine. Keep tapping, keep it light. There's not a lot of weight on that toe. Here we go. If you can lift your arms, great. If you need the support for the low back, bring the hands towards the floor. Here we go. We have 4. Low back connects. We have 2 and 1. And we lift and we crunch. 2, 3. Small crunches. And up. And we twist. Left elbow to right thigh. Just that. 3 and 4. Now switch. Up. Right elbow, outer left thigh. 2, and 4. Let's crunch. Up. 2. Give me 4. Come on, use the core. Twist to the right. Up. And 2. A little faster. Right elbow left thigh. 4. And 3. And 2. Finishing off with a hold. Hands to the thighs. Push. If you want to put your head down, you can put your head down, but bring some heat into that core. And release. Good. Come over. Let's stretch out those abs a little bit. We are going to come on our belly, and we are going to bring our hands next to our shoulders, elbows tucked in towards the rib cage, feet on the floor, just lifting up a little bit. Belly, low abs on the floor, and release. Good. Now bring your arms a little bit farther in front of you. Forearms down. Same thing, just a little bit of a lift. Does not need to be high. And we really stack your hands under your forehead. We're going to bring our legs open into a little diagonal, a little V. Our legs are turned out. We lift and we lower. Again, lift and lower. Squeeze the glutes and up and hold. Up. 2 and 3. Release. Again, lift and down. And squeeze your glutes. And up. Keep the knees nice and long. And up. And hold. And up. And 2 and 3. Keep the legs down. Keep the glutes tight. We are going to bring our arms into a 90-degree bend. Elbows, and then lift and lower. Lift. Get some upper back strength here. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the toes down. Up and release. And last one and down. Hands right next to your shoulders. We can come up into a baby cobra. If you want a little bit more, come into any back bend, whatever feels good for you. All right, everyone, we're going to have a nice long stretch ahead of us. Legs are down. We're going to open up our knees into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Push your hips back. Keep going. I will join you in just a second, but I do want to play at least a little bit of music, and hopefully this is not too long. You can towel off, you can drink water, you can stay in your child's pose, whatever feels good. We are coming back to that though, because I have a few variations for you. All right. There we go. So let's start breathing in and out through our nose. Now release your arms next to your body. Palms are up. Relaxing the shoulders. Now grab your ankles or the sides of your feet and just push your hands into your feet. You're going to feel that those hips are going to shift back. Arms back to the front. They are going to walk off the right side. Maybe your hands just want to stay next to one another. Maybe your left hand is going to stack on top of the right. Keep your left hip connected to your left heel. Feel the opening up of your left shoulder to your left hip. Couple more deep breaths. Walking our hands back overhead, right arm stays, our left arm threads the needle, just comes under the right with the palm up. Left ear comes towards the floor. Nice. Coming over to the other side. Off the left, maybe the right hand can stack. Your breath should have slowed down by now, coming in and out through the nose. Arms back overhead, left arm stays, right arm threads the needle. Right side of your face to the floor. And we release. Let me see how we do on time. Let's come on our back. Yeah. We have worked our hips, so we're going to open those up a little bit. Left foot stays. Right foot ankle on top of the knee. We did this at the bar. Stay where you are. See if you can open up. Maybe the right hand wants to push that right inner thigh, the knee, a little bit to the front. Good. And if you want, you can come behind that left thigh. Bring your knees towards your chest. Your right elbow can push gently into the right inner thigh. Put that left foot down. Hold on to the back of your right thigh. Go ahead and circle those feet, right? They have worked hard. Let's just rotate those ankles a little bit. Give yourself a hug. Bring your knees towards your chest. Right foot is down. Let's go into the figure four on the left. So hopefully with every out breath, you're releasing a little bit more. A little maybe tension in the shoulders or in the hips. Go behind that right thigh only if you want to. Right foot is down, ankle circle. So the cool down is not only just to get that heart rate back to normal, we are also taking care of the blood flow, coming back to all extremities. Hug yourself one more time. Maybe your nose wants to come towards the knees. And then we open up our feet to the edges of our mat. Go ahead, windshield wiper. This should feel good, right? Psoas. A little bit tight after the bar. And we release. Good. Left knee stays bent. You can grab a towel or a band, or you can just hold on to the back of your thigh. On the inhale, bring your knees towards your chest. And then exhale, stretching that right hamstring. Keep the tailbone gently tucked under. You want to make that contact, stay contact, low back to floor. Now flex the foot and feel the back of the legs, the hamstrings engaging a little bit more. Good. Bending that right knee. You might want to watch this move. This is a good low back stretch. Left leg is long. My right knee comes across my body. My left knee bends, and with my right hand, I grab my right foot. So you feel the low back stretching. Keeping the left shoulder onto the floor. And then we release, come back on your back. We're going to stretch that left hamstring. Right foot stays, inhale, bending the left knee, exhale, lengthen, and again, contact, 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 still engaging the core. Flex, a little more intensity in the back of the legs here. Breathe through the stretch. And then bending that left knee, coming across, grab the right foot. If you want more, that right hand can gently press the left thigh a little bit farther down. So this is a low back stretch. I want you to make sure that if you do this stretch, your body has to be very nice and warm. And we release. Good. Gently bring yourself up to a seated. Bring your legs out in front. Push your hips back a little bit. You want to be high up on the sit bones for this. On the inhale, your right hand is going to come up. Now on the exhale, just bend over towards the left, but I want you to keep the connection with your right hip to the floor. This is not going to stretch you laterally. This is. So if it means this is as far as you can go, that's fine. Just go ahead, breathe through it. Coming up, let's do the other side. Inhale, we go for length. Exhale, just come towards the right, keeping the left hip down. And then we come up. We bend our knees. We come to the top of our shins with our hands. We sit behind our sit bones, really round that back. And then come high up on the sit bones. Press your palms into your shins. Lift your heart up to the ceiling. Lengthen your spine. One more. Almost done. Here we go. Behind the sit bones. And with pressure into the palms. Lifting. And release. We've come to the end of our class. I hope you have enjoyed it. We have a lot of virtual classes on our Facebook page. If you need any help with that, remember Jenny Crow and Lynn Addy are always there for you to guide you along this. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it.